Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. It's your brother Bolo VNR, and we are here with another one. Mystic Sensation, ladies and gentlemen, and Head Boy and Mr. Will Rattigan has uncovered a, well, I think they have unraveled the mysteries of Andrew HOLNESS's source, foundation of his wealth. And whichever one you have come to the conclusion about after listening to this, none of them are good. On one end, it is alleged that there's a possibility, it appears that Andrew HOLNESS possibly might have, Nora, how you doing? Possibly might have stolen from his teacher, his sensei, his father, political father, one Dan, Edward Seaga. It's also possible that Edward Seaga, possibly, it appears, and all of this is hypothetical, none of this is all alleged. It is possible that Edward Seaga might have given Andrew HOLNESS a large amount of wealth going into politics. It sounds crazy right now, doesn't it? But after listening to attentively to what is going to be presented to you right now, it might become more palatable for your brains and your ears. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Against you shall prosper, and you have not made any money on the backs of taxpayers. Let us go to the evidence to link you and Edward Seaga in the 1995 and 1996 financial meltdown and where you work for Edward Seaga. Let us show the Jamaican people you can't fool the people, Andrew HOLNESS. We know you. Andrew HOLNESS, the protege, former Prime Minister Edward Seaga, reflects an honest journey to Jamaica House. Right? Former Prime Minister Edward Seaga met Andrew HOLNESS while he was executive director of the voluntary organization for the upliftment of children, VOCH, a social service organization that operates in inner city communities. Given Seaga's own work in the area of social services, he immediately identified HOLNESS as someone with whom he wanted to partner with. All right. Surprisingly, that initial relationship of the former Prime Minister and the newly inaugurated Prime Minister had little to do with politics, as I mentioned earlier. This is Edward Seaga saying, open. I didn't incorporate him into my political operation. What he had done, I incorporated him into my business operations where we could still carry out the same benefits and investigation of the people who were in need, as according to Seaga. During the period in 1995, when he worked as a special assistant to Seaga at the premium group of companies, where Andrew HOLNESS was dealing with Edward Seaga financial affairs. HOLNESS political interest and ambition became apparent then. Now, we want to just prove that in terms of where we are going, because Andrew HOLNESS is going to get into trouble. Now, take it away. My panel.
Ladies over 180 pounds, start your 7-minute indoor walking routine for cortisol detox. In 1 week, you'll feel better. In 2 weeks.
Before I bring you in, I just want to link the case, so be patient with me, right, until I link how serious this case is. And try to explain million pounds, that $47 million. So then I'm going to ask the question. If Andrew HOLNESS indeed came in with $47 million, we know now that Juliet HOLNESS lied. Juliet HOLNESS went on a public platform and said in 1997, when they got married, they didn't have any money. Telling Andrew HOLNESS to be one of us, coming from the poor and needy, coming from the bosom of the poor. Juliet HOLNESS blatantly lied to the Jamaican people. I want people to listen to what I'm saying tonight. Now, my Jamaican people, I'm going to show you the evidence as it relates to what he said to Apka Fitz-Henley. Without any delay, lift up that document.
You know, according to Spinks, did he lie to her, or did she lie to us? Did Juliet HOLNESS not know of Andrew HOLNESS's wealth, that 47 million? Because how is it possible that she said on the interview, was it a deception by the two of them to deceive us, the people, to have us think that, they're really one of us? It's very interesting, this investigation and this reporting from Byron and analyzing of all of the factors. It makes you ask more questions. Andrew HOLNESS' life up to, it's like it is a series, a flood of deception. Something just don't add up, people. Can we all agree? Let's continue.
HOLNESS makes finances public. Posted by Apka Fitz-Henley, 17th of June 2016. Prime Minister Andrew HOLNESS say he has asset value at just over 151 million. His liabilities currently amount to just under $35 million. HOLNESS disclosed his total assets and liabilities this afternoon in an interview with Nationwide News. The Gleaner and the Observer newspaper, Mr. HOLNESS is the first Jamaican Prime Minister to publicly declare his assets and liabilities since P.J. Patterson made his declaration public in 2002. Mr. HOLNESS made available to the media today his last 10 Integrity Commission declarations. They date from 2007. And we are saying to Andrew HOLNESS, from 1998, from you are declaring none of those statutory declarations can be certified. Even though the Integrity Commission investigators certified from 1998 to 2000, based on what they found now, and external investigators found evidence that you did not disclose a lot of information, then it affects all of your statutory declaration. So Emily Shields cannot help you, Prime Minister. When he first became minister and now here it is, people. The Integrity Commission declaration showed that just before HOLNESS became a minister 10 years ago, he had assets totaling just under $47 million. His liabilities in 2007 were just under $4 million. Take it away. Take it away. Now, panel, where do I go from here? How did I find Andrew HOLNESS $47 million? And how did I discover that Juliet HOLNESS is lying? So if I find Andrew HOLNESS $47 million, obviously, Juliet HOLNESS is lying, and you will all agree. Right? Now let us look at this. Now, let us get into this document before Rattigan come back. Now, let us get into the Beresford affidavit. I am going to show you what Andrew HOLNESS had done. And we are going to get and show the evidence. Now, 1998. Remember that Andrew HOLNESS worked for Edward Seaga between 1995 and 1997. I want my Jamaican people to bear in mind that Century National Bank crashed 1996. Edward Seaga would have processed the loan prior to the crash. Now watch this. As I said, Andrew Holness worked for Edward Seaga between 1995 and 1996. And 1996 is when Century National Bank crashed. Now look at this, people. We are going to look on the total asset line here. In 1998, what the Prime Minister done, look at that line. From out of the 47, he take time pushing 350,000 in small increments. Why did Andrew Holness doing it in small increments? If Andrew Holness had put the entire $47 million in all at once, he would have been flagged by the Office of the Contractor General. So Andrew Holness was now putting in the money in small increments. Look, 1998, 350,000, right? Now let us go to 1998 again. He made some, improvement there, putting some squeezing, he take out some, right? Use that. In 1999, here is where he's squeezing some more, 964,000. In 2000, here it is, where he's squeezing some more into the banking system. In 2001, here it is again, him squeezing some more, 2,375,000. I want you to look, people. In 2002, here it is again, right? He take out a little. 2003, right? He take out some as well. Now, 2004, getting a little bit careless. He's squeezing what we see where it reaches 10,668,000. Now, watch this now, people. Remember, as I said, Andrew Holness worked with Edward Seaga between the period 1995 to 1996, right? Now, watch this, people. In 2005, Andrew Holness put up about $2 to $3 million in cash plus. So you see that. Now, watch this, people. In 2005, he joined cash plus, put a little money in cash plus, right? And in 2006, right? Of course, he squeezed in some, hiding that, right, under, right, the sheet of cash plus because he did not put in a lot. He put in roughly about $2 to $3 million in cash plus, but he was able now to push in that. Now, in 2007, here it is, people, where Andrew Holness becomes the Prime Minister, the Minister of Education. The Minister of Education. Let me just put this here, showing the $47 million. Here it is. We're going to talk. The $47 million, right? Andrew Holness now empty that now into the system. Now, remember, people, 2007, being the minister, Andrew Holness also met up with Gavin. This is how now Andrew Holness now increases greed. We are going to show you what happened in terms of Sarah Burton report. We are coming back to this report. Let us catch this to 2007 because here it is, the $47 million. There it is, so the people can see. Now, let us go to Sarah Burton report to show what he had done, right, in terms of these increases from 47, 57 to 81. Let us go get to the Robert Gavin scenario. Bring up 18 degrees north. Yes, Andrew Holness, you cannot fool us. We are tracking you down.
Island Eyewear back to school sale is back from August 15 to September 15.
Okay, all right. So we see where you try to put in the money in small increments. We found you, Andrew Holness. Now, people, this is 2007 era now with Robert Gavin. We are going to get into this and we are going to get back to that report that I just suspend for a while. It's just because it reached 2007 and we want to build the chronological sequence. Now, Robert Gavin, whose company got millions of Jamaican dollars in government contracts, was also a director of foundation linked to Prime Minister Andrew Holness. All right, let me get into the matter now. After 18 degrees north recently revealed how Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited, raised about 58.3 million US 486,182 between 2012 and 2020, right? With no specific as to the source of funding. 18 degrees north has been taking a look, right, at the non-profit directors during that same time period. Now, watch this on, people. Some of them benefited from taxpayers' money shortly after or while being a director of the foundation, and another profit link to Mr. Honest. Robert Garvin is one of them. Now, people, he served as director of Positive Jamaica alongside Mr. Honest from its inception in November 2011. The foundation was incorporated less than a month after Mr. Honest became Prime Minister for the first time. The relationship between Mr. Garvin and Mr. Honest date back more than 20 years. People who come. Mr. Honest had said that Mr. Garvin had worked for him in various capacities, including as project manager, liaison officer for his West Central St. Andrew constituency since 1997. You remember when I said last week that the first time Gavin meets Andrew Honest is in Edward Seaga office in 1997. Here is the evidence. Now, long before that job became an official position, 3 years later in 2000, Mr. Gavin also became a director of a non-profit West Central St. Andrew Trust, which he and Mr. Honest founded that year long with others of the welfare, education, and development of the people in that constituency. Well, no development has not taken place in that constituency. So let me make the people know. Of note is that notification of his directorship status was only received by the company's office 7 years later in 2007. Right? Remember, we said that Andrew Honest, you understand, and we stopped the report 2007. You understand the link where this is coming from, connecting, right, the workings of Andrew Honest and Gavin in 2007. Now watch this now. Mr. Gavin also shared directorship with Mr. Honest, right, or his wife, Juliet, you hear people, and 3 other entities, come now people, bang around. See ya? Omega Bridge Finance Limited, Sunshine Mobile Company Limited, and the Lido Taxi Service Limited. These are shell companies that don't really exist. These are makeup companies that you cannot find any form of business transactions or records within these companies. And here it is, Gavin is listed as a director. And here it is, Omega Bridge Finance, Sunshine Mobile Company, and the Lido Taxi Service, where the Prime Minister said him use street taxi and getting wealth. What do you think? I go and show Jamaica that I found the $47 million. I am going to get back there. So the question that we are going to ask, where did Andrew Honest get the $47 million from? Now we could catch the question there, because that question, you know, bang around that is at fire, that is lava, that is volcano. Now, as 18 Degrees North first reported in a TV expose in May 2016, the Lido Taxi Service and Sunshine Mobile were removed. People, listen. 18 Degrees North first reported in a TV expose in May 2016 that the Lido Taxi Service and Sunshine Mobile were removed from the registry by the company's office in 2011 and 2018. Because what's this now? Why 2011 and 2018? To show you that Andrew Honest is trying to wiping away evidence. In 2011, Bruce Golding stepped away and Andrew Honest became Prime Minister. So of influence, right, as it relates to when he was the Prime Minister. Now, the following year, he had lost the general election. So what Andrew Honest went back to? Andrew Honest went back to his conniving ways in 2018, respectively, right, for not having filed outstanding documents, right? The Lido Taxi Service, Sunshine Mobile, was removed from the registry. While Mr. Gavin had this business relationship with the Honest, millions of dollars in government contracts. Listen now, people. Some from areas, where Mr. Honest had influence, were awarded to West Construction Limited. And remember, Gavin and Juliet HOLNESS listed as director in this company, a company backed by Mr. Gavin and a man named Donovan Simpson. Mr. Simpson told 18 Degrees North in 2016 expose. The three of us are friends. Want to hear that? What am I saying? Okay, let me bring up Ed Boy in the background and then we get back to the document. Because we want Ed Boy, right? Let us bring up Ed Boy in the background. Tonight is serious. Okay. All right, Ed Boy, we soon get to you, Ed Boy. Thank you for passing through. Mr. Gavin and Mr. HOLNESS, he also said Mr. Gavin and Mr. HOLNESS are very close. As a result of the broadcast, this reporter, Global Reporters for the Caribbean LLC, the company behind 18 Degrees North and its Broadcaster Television Limited, were sued for defamation by both Mr. HOLNESS and Mr. Gavin. So them sued Zara Burton, right, to highlight the level of wrongdoing that they were doing. But on a year now, look what happened, people. Both lawsuits were resolved under confidential terms. You know what that means? That means Zara Burton win the case. That means Zara Burton won the case. That means that everything what Zara Burton was speaking about Robert Gavin and Andrew HOLNESS is true. So I want Jamaican people to observe that. Now, what's this now? The resolutions don't disturb an earlier ruling in a separate legal matter giving 18 Degrees North and TVJ the right to rebroadcast the episode. Now, I'm going to use the common sense. If Zara Burton did lose the case, then she couldn't rebroadcast. And we couldn't have this information today to read to you people because she would have to take them down because she would have lost the case. But this is telling us that Zara Burton had won the case. Take that document away. Honey, let us get back to the next document where we left off the 2007 because we are going to ask some very serious questions. Right? Ed Boy on the panel, I want you to just catch and let me just build the background. I want to make sure you want to take on the notes in. Right? Take on the notes, please. Now we could get back to 2007. Here it is, 47 million. Now this is a contract period between Andrew HOLNESS and Gavin. Now, if you look here, so now, right, under the table, contract sweeten, Andrew HOLNESS assets reach now $57 million. Now, by 2007 also, he went into Olint, but he put a few dollars in Olint, right? And 2008, we see Andrew HOLNESS thing reach up to $81 million. Now, 2009, we see it extend to $87 million, climbing. 2010, it goes up to $89 million. 2011, $89 million, 700. 2011, 89,575, right? 2012, right? 101, right? Because you want no people. Remember now, you know, in 2008, when you look on the 81 million years so, in giant SSL, right? In 2008, he also, right, opened ADMAT and have ADMAT registered in St. Lucia. So all of them money, you understand that from 2008, right, prior to 2008, all of them money now would tie up in ADMAT. I want to understand the thing, you know, all of them money now gone in ADMAT 2008. So the reason why Andrew HOLNESS have ADMAT in St. Lucia was not really to hide from tax. It has nothing to do with hiding from tax. Andrew HOLNESS, right, ensure that ADMAT was in St. Lucia to avoid investigation into ADMAT, for ADMAT to explain the wealth of ADMAT. That's why Andrew HOLNESS have ADMAT in St. Lucia. Now, 2009, more money. 2010, right, 89, 2011, right, look at 2012. Andrew HOLNESS in SSL, right, from 2008. 2008, right? Money being increasing. Remember, people, that the timeline between him and Gavin would have over. The timeline between him and Gavin is 2007 to 2009. Now you see that Andrew HOLNESS making more money, because Andrew HOLNESS in 2008 now involved in SSL. This is serious, on the people. Now let us get down to here. 2013, 117 million. 2014, 127 million. 2015, 125 million. 216, 125 million. 216, 136 million. 217, 144 million. Boy, the Prime Minister, the one, but 2018, 147 million. 2019, $163 million. Now, let me show you two documents, right? Honey, let us show the two documents as it relates to the investigation with the $470 million. And then the next document I'm going to bring in the panel. We're going to show Jamaica something very serious here. Watch this. Bring up the two documents. Tonight, Jamaica is going to learn about Andrew HOLNESS. No, here's that two documents. Let me see if you write them on the paper. Yes. We are going to bring up two serious documents. So this is one.
It's there.
Okay. One to the plus two.
This one?
No, we need this one. Right? And the $470 million. I want to show Jamaica something that is very serious, that Andrew HOLNESS is in the pangs of hell. And so then I need also, I want if them can hashtag Emily Shields. Emily Shields need to see this, what I'm coming up with now. So Emily Shields, where are you, Emily Shields? I want you to answer a question for me, Emily Shields. Now, let us bring up that document in terms of
That one?
okay, yeah, I need this, but the other one with the Integrity Commission. You have that? This year?
Yeah.
All right, Jamaican people, I want you to look at this document, because Andrew HOLNESS is in serious trouble. See if we can find it in the meantime. In 2018, Andrew HOLNESS asset grew to $112 million. 2019, he withdrew some. 2020, Andrew HOLNESS total assets is $131 million. In 2021, we find where Andrew HOLNESS asset is $197 million. In 2022, Andrew HOLNESS asset is $200 million. You found it? Okay, yeah. Go to the next document. So 2022, right? His total asset is $200 million. Jamaica, I'm going to show you something when I'm funny. Look at this, Jamaica. Let us get to this document as it relates to what the Integrity Commission is investigating as it relates to Andrew Holness 3 companies. And I'm going to show you something. Me know say head boy, right? It's lining up. So let me, share this document.
Send it to this one. That's it. You didn't send it to me.
Okay, let me just send it to wifey so wifey can just put it up because I want the people. Yes, it's So put it up. Let us see and show Jamaica something, right? And Emily Shields, I want you to see this. I want to see this. You run out, you can't see Van Jones. So let me show this why you can't see Van Jones. And I want you, Emily Shields, to explain this. All right. Can you?
I'm sharing it now.
Okay, so it's going to be shared. All right. Put it to 20. On 20. So, okay. I want the people to see this. Now, Jamaican people. Reduce the document again. Now, Jamaican people, I showed you the document in 2022 where Andrew Holness have $200 million that the Integrity Commission investigators pick up. Rattigan, the panel, hey boy, when you look on this, total assets $473 million. Between which period? Between 2020 to 2023. Then let me ask a question here, sir. Me have to ask a question here, sir. So then, in 2022, you only, the investigators only pick up 200 million that I showed previously. But here, Andrew Holness between 2020 to 2023 running $473 million Jamaican dollars. So you are going to tell me that, right? Between 2022 as it relates to the investigation what the Integrity, the IC pick up, you take 1 more year, 1 year to add over $200 million. You hear this, Rattigan? You hear this, boy? Look on it. This show him 2020 to 2023, 473 million. I just showed that the previous document. You want to get back there on it? The previous document to show, right? Let us refresh the people memory. Look at these people. You are going to tell me that Andrew Holness take 1 year to rack up. Here it is, 2022 people. You are going to tell me that Andrew Holness take 1 year to rack up $200 million. $200 million. Take it away. Let me go to the panel. Now, I am going to ask, right, the persons who are coming down, right,
TikTok, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. Now, you probably have to watch that a few times. Really have to take down your notes. Because, let me tell you, you see, one of the things that I've learned a lot, and I want to thank Andrew Holness, to be honest with you. I have learned a lot about money laundering. I've learned a lot about layering. All of these factors in money laundering. I've learned a lot about shell companies, how they can be used for good or bad, how they can be used for criminality. I've learned a lot. I've truly learned a lot. I really want to thank Andrew Holness. I think HOLNESS is going to go down as the catalyst for serious change in Jamaica where stamping out corruption is concerned. He is the catalyst. He is the cause and effect for serious reform and change in our community where corruption is concerned. I want to publicly thank him. Man, this is a lot. But this is part one of this reaction because I don't want the recording to be too long, you know. So this is part one. And I want you guys to really zone in and let me know what you think about that. Hit the like button, share the live. Alright? Share the live.